Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing. This week has absolutely flown by and we're back once again with another track showcase. So this time we have SNES Rainbow Road by Can You See Me Yet? So as you can see, it's based off the old Rainbow Road track. It's almost a more simplified down version of Rainbow Road. We have these. This is where you're going to see my lack of knowledge around the old Mario Kart games now. It's been a long time since I've played them. I've probably spoken about this before. If Mario Kart was more accessible and wasn't just on Nintendo alone, then I'd probably play it and I'd probably stream it. However, it's not. So it's been a long time since I last played it. So we have the, I think these are meant to be like the stompy things that come down. Of course, with the logic update, that'll hopefully become at some point, maybe you could actually make ones that actually work, actually move. Hello, Cheese. Welcome to the chat. Been a while. So yeah, simplified down Rainbow Road from the old Mario Kart. So we'll be seeing how it runs. Of course, I've given it a quick test just to make sure it works. And it does. It sure has been a while yet. I've been away, but I'm trying to get my streams back onto schedule. So far, so good. I didn't end up doing a random stream between the last stream and this one. But hopefully, I'll be filling in more space before the next one. And I'll be getting to work on the new season as well. Hopefully get that underway and get that all started. But a little bit behind what I planned. Yeah, that's no worries, no problem. Can't stick around. It's all good. It's nicer to swing by either way. Gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna get our races in. So we do have our named races. Now they've done an update that changed the way these are done. So actually adding these in almost seems like it might be a bit easier for the season. So you can actually, there's now a skin creator. Doing okay-ish. Doesn't sound too great. Hope it's all good. On the brink of a nosebleed. You get those often? Is it like a random occurrence? I don't get many nosebleeds. I did have a friend that used to get them pretty much 24/7. He could just be like, when we were young, he would just be running around on the playground and would just get a nosebleed for no reason. Used to, we got a nice one this morning. Ah, it doesn't sound too great. Hopefully it's all up from here though. All good going forward. Like I say, I've never had much experience with nosebleeds except if I've ever ran into something. That's about my experience of getting a nosebleed. So yeah, so they've made a skin creator. So I haven't really had to play around with that, but I think you can mess around with the skins. I don't know. But I think there's a new way of adding people. So you actually put in a name, apply a skin to it, and then it adds into a list in the back end. Sort of in the background, and then you pull into the tracks either everyone or you can do specific ones, which might make it a bit easier for me to put in the orders. Your brother used to get them daily. Oh, I bet that was real pain. That must have been a nightmare. So hopefully that'll actually help, at least for me, with putting in the races in orders. But back to the track, 15 laps to test it out. We have only one grid spot on this, so it's gone all the way up through our first, however many are here, 36 I think, which stops at Mini. So not a massive race, 36, but at some point, especially when this new season starts, we'll have everyone in, all of our followers. Like I said, we've had a few new followers, so it'll be quite a big race. There'll be a lot of competition this season. There will be that to look forward to, but let's get this on the countdown and get this going. Cheese hoping for a win in the showcase, starting on the front. So, high hopes. But Budo is going to be going up into the lead of the first bend. Cheese actually dropping a few positions. Both the Dogeballs dropping down to the middle of the pack. Crimson now going up into first. Actually need to change the skin because with the new skins it's actually got the wrong kind of red. So we'll need to change that at some point. See a few going the slower way. Logan getting a bit stuck. Planning on using Twitch integration. So I did briefly talk about this in the last showcase. Also, we've got Shady and Demon both stuck. Oh, Diamond Sword's actually come up into the lead, followed by Beefcake. So the Twitch integration, at the moment, it just seems to be... So we've got a few more stuck on that corner as well. There's no boosts on the outside. At the moment, it just seems to be that you can... I have linked my Twitch, but it seems like at the moment it's purely so that you can set up a race and you can allow it so that your viewers can type in a command and they can then join your race. Now I've got it disabled for these showcases just to avoid confusion. I don't know what use I'll make out of it yet. I think if we had more frequent higher viewer counts, then we could probably do some special races where we have people join, because then your Twitch account is almost tied to that marble directly, other than the way it is at the moment with me just entering in everyone's names. But at the moment, that's about it in regards to the integration as far as I'm aware. So currently, we don't have too much use for it. Now, if it went off followers, that would make things a bit different other than viewers, because I wouldn't actually have to type everyone in. I could just take the follower list. But my thinking for the future would be if there was a way to integrate it with the followers or link these to viewers, I'm not sure. But adding in things like being able to boost your marbles, maybe count for boosting, so there are 3 boosts per race. So you can type in a boost command and it'll boost your linked marble up to 3 times in the race, or maybe adding it in with the logic patch so you can mess around with the track. Now I think that would be a very good integration, because even if we were using this format that we use now, where you're not necessarily tied to your marble, you could still interfere with the track. So with logic, things like lane switching, blockades, things like that would be maybe have a cooldown on them, but viewers could type in a command and it would trigger one of the logics. So you'd have commands assigned to different logics. I think that would be really interesting and make for almost a bit more strategy and more interaction to the races. So you're not just watching and hoping, just praying for the win. You can almost have a little bit more strategy involved. So I do have some thoughts around it. With its current format, yeah, I think if we got more viewers more frequently, then yeah, we could probably hold some viewer races, so you could join in by using the join command, and we do almost like a live race there and then with everyone watching. It would be interesting. I wouldn't use it for the season, no, probably not. Like I say, if they did the logic stuff, then I definitely would bring it in for the season, but with regards to sort of viewers joining, probably not. It would just be purely off me putting in all the followers. Just sound quite fun. Maybe let's just link this stream VOD to Rink with all these ideas. Yeah, feel free. You might take some on board, who knows? Might be able to help carve the course of the game a little bit. We've got some backrunners here. It looks like Diamond Sword is actually breaking away. Cheese currently in 7th. Got Beefcake in 2nd. Stormy in 3rd, closely followed by Jake. Then Tokyo, Dazza, Cheese, Snorker, James, Stanky, T-Dub, Alice, Pesky, and Minnie. Looks like the people stuck in the corners are just going to remain there. Everyone seems to be dodging them. Just playing the game probably helps with the course of the game. Yeah, true. True. And now he's in the we've got them in the Discord, which is great. One step closer to getting them to follow. Don't know if that'll ever happen, but getting them in the Discord was quite a surprise. So yeah, we do have the dev in our Discord, making big strides. The Jake's moved up, Beefcake's moved up. Where has Diamond Sword's gone? They've totally fallen out of positions. Cheese has dropped loads. Stormy's dropped quite a few. There's Diamond Sword, so they must have had a... Oh no, they're in first. I've been blind there for a second. But Jake was in first then. Diamond Sword's in first. You're remastering your first track but couldn't finish it due to some bugs. That's unfortunate. Is that because of the changes to the track building system that caused some issues when you're going back to ones built on earlier versions? Oh, Carol's managed to get stuck in the middle of the track. Very interesting place to get stuck. I'm assuming the boost pads are separated out, so there is a chance you can just lose momentum between them. Marbles bounce on freeform tracks. Okay, so is that a current bug with the freeform? Because I thought the freeform made it so they went around the track a bit smoother, sort of glided around the corners other than being a bit more bumpy or rigid. I know in my experience of doing a bit of track building, there was some freeform issues. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm guessing the freeform's still a bit of a work in progress. It is a nice addition though. It does seem a lot smoother to use, so hopefully once that's all sorted, Stormy going for a big overtake and the fastest lap, going into first. Space Comet getting past Diamond Sword's going to take second. Big movement in the final section of this showcase. If they're on the walls of a small track freeform, they bounce about during turns. I see, so a bit of collision issues. Yeah, hopefully that'll all get sorted out. Eventually we'll have nice smooth walls, nice smooth tracks. Yeah, speed loss was a big issue for those that didn't see the last showcase of Cheese's first track. It was eventful. Things did not go well, but because it hadn't been updated since all the new updates to the game, so the track wasn't really built for the new boost updates and collision updates. So a lot of them ended up getting stuck between boost zones. Remember being able to run it for hours and losing like 3 marbles. Yeah, and then there's me running it for about 10 minutes and losing pretty much all of them. But you know what, is it really one of my streams if we don't make a complete mess and lose half the grid? Looks like Stormy's actually flying away with this at the moment. Jake in second, a good gap back to Diamond Swords, who's closely followed by Beefcake, Space Comet, James, and T-Dub. Track was built on early access release. Yeah, a lot has changed. Quite a few updates since then. So we're coming down to our final lap. This is quite a short track to get around it very quickly. But it looks like, unless something totally drastic happens, Stormy will be coming through to take the win on this showcase. Unless I can jinx them at the last moment, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, Diamond Swords though. Bad news for Diamond Swords, such a strong race has managed to get caught out on that thing. A thing that I do not know the name of. But Stormy comes through to take the win. And then we have Jake, closely followed by Beefcake. T-Dub getting past Space Comet. And then James, followed by Budo. Andrew, Stanky, Baz. And Daz are actually taking the fastest lap. Yeah, speaking of the workshop, actually, I noticed they've brought in a way to add prefabs to the workshop. I think it's still in a bit of development, but you can build an object out of multiple shapes and then save that whole prefab. I think I'm correct on that. And upload that to the workshop so people can use prefabs, which is actually a really good addition, because instead of just taking a track, you can now use elements that people have built for your own tracks. So if you're going off a theme, you could see what people have built instead of trying to replicate it. And if someone's built a really good detailed item that would fit into your theme, you can use it. I think that's a great idea. Made a whole bunch in preparation to the new space track. Yeah, see, that's just what was in my head as well for some reason. The idea of a space theme. Don't know why that was in my head as well. Clearly thinking the same. But yeah, so if someone built like a spaceship or a planet that had a bit of detail on it, and you would plan on doing a space themed race, you could go onto the workshop, go to, say, I don't know, Quarantine Cheese, and steal all of his creations and put them in yours. But who would do such a thing? Neon Road is super outdated now. The track itself kind of sucks. Is that one of your ones? One of your creations? Is that space one that I've seen? I think you showed it to me at one point, on either on a stream or something. I don't know if that was what it was called though. I just remember it being space themed and it took ages to load. Yeah, with all the new additions, it should help with the reduction of object count and loading times. I could try it. You could put it in for a showcase if you wanted, and I can attempt to load it and attempt to run it, see how well it goes. But I think there's a lot of that space background, isn't there, that we figured out that streaming, I think both Twitch and YouTube, does not like when trying to compress a video. The space stars and that space background paint that they have really does not agree with the stream. Custom stars, that sounds quite good. Like, it's a shame that we can't use that space paint, because it would make things a bit easier. I would actually click on our winner here, Stormy, while we're waiting for it to finish and chatting away. Daz, I'm managing to actually hold on to that fastest lap as well. Yeah, so it's a shame that the bitrate gets totally destroyed, because it's quite a useful paint to have for doing space themes. A bit unfortunate there, but not a lot we can do about it. So everyone's finished. A few DNFs at the bottom. Shona, Magic, Carol, Akane, Shady, and Demon. Of course, a few of those not even making it round a lap. I don't think. Getting stuck just on the first lap in the corner. Oh, is there a new challenge? I haven't been looking at the challenges. I did that one Christmas tree challenge, and I haven't actually looked at them since. Looks amazing. I'll look forward to seeing it. Make sure to send it in for the showcase as well, and I'll take a look at it myself. The theme is movies. That could be a very interesting theme. I'd actually be excited to see what all the entries are. So if there are people that are entering into those challenges, definitely send them over here for showcasing as well. They've got almost 10k objects. That is quite a lot. That takes a little while to load. Yeah, definitely recommend sending some of these, whenever there's a challenge, sending over those entries so I can check them out as well and do a showcase video on them. Maybe a bit of promo in the official Marble World Discord to all the people entering the challenges. Just be like, send them over here, send them this way, and I'll definitely check them out. Send a screenshot after the stream. How long is left of the challenge? Is it coming close to an end? Are you nearly finished? Or is it still sort of early? Well, by the sound of 10k, I'm guessing it's a good bit through. April 22nd, so still quite a while to go. And you're already at 10k objects. I'm expecting this track to be something. Something crazy. I'm sure you don't want to spoil too much or give away any hints to any of your rivals in the challenge, but do I get to know any details on stream? Or is it all hush hush, top secret? I only built the intro so far. 4 different rip-offs of movies. I like it. Picasso. Do I get to know what 4 movies? Or is that asking too much? Get to know the first one. I only have an idea for the first one. So you've got the intro done in 10,000 pieces, but haven't even started on the 4 movies. Maze Runner, but Maze Roller. Interesting. And this is where you find out that I have not seen that film. I knew this would happen. I knew the film you'd name would be one that I haven't seen. Now, I know of it, which is good, thankfully. So I have heard of it. But I've never watched it. You've not either. How are you going to rip it off? You're going to have to watch it. Going off the spoilers. I see. Yeah, Maze Runner is not a bad idea. You could potentially, not to try and give too many ideas out there, but Indiana Jones, because it has the big boulder scene. That's about the only thing I could think that would be kind of related to marbles. Fast and Furious, but it'd be a bit like your highway track. To properly rip off a movie, you have to not know what happens. Yeah, or barely understand it and just go off the basics. Yeah, Fast and Furious would be a good idea. Remember, you got to include family. Family. Can't beat family. What else? That should be a good idea. try to think through my library of films in my head. Films I've seen. And I'm totally lost. But any ideas? Not good on the spot. But yeah, look forward to seeing that. Especially once it's done, giving it a go. See what 4 films you do end up with. But I think that is going to be it. So, good track. Works quite well. Of course, there are a few issues clearly between boost pads in the corners. But apart from that, it's ran pretty well. Made for a good race. Quite an enjoyable track. Wood suggesting Star Wars. Is that instead of like Star Wars? Yeah, potentially. Tell you what, if you could remake the pod racing track, the pod racing scene from Star Wars, maybe. Could be an idea right there. So yes, I'm going to be leaving this stream here. Hopefully I'll be playing something different and random between now and the next showcase. Something to at least fill some of the time on the stream. So you shouldn't be waiting a whole week before another stream. But that is going to be it. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.